In the realm of artificial intelligence lies a darkness that often goes unnoticed. Today, we embark on a chilling journey into the hidden perils and ominous consequences of AI. Welcome to a future where machines reign supreme, where the lines between man and machine and humanity teeters on the edge of its own creation. Brace yourself as we explore the ominous world of the dark side of AI.
I think Hollywood has managed to inoculate the general public against this question. The idea of machines that will take over the world.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Hal?
We've cried wolf enough times.
Hal?
The public has stopped paying attention because it feels like science fiction. Even sitting here talking about it right now, it feels a little bit silly, a little bit like, oh, this is an artifact of some cheeseball movie.
The Whopper spends all its time thinking about World War III.
But it's not. The general public is about to get blindsided by this.
Technology is evolving so much faster than our society has the ability to protect us as citizens.
The robots are coming and they will destroy our livelihoods.
You have a networked intelligence that watches us, knows everything about us, and begins to try to change us.
Twitter has become the world's #1 news site.
Technology is never good or bad. It's what we do with the technology.
Eventually, millions of people are going to be thrown out of jobs because their skills are going to be obsoleted.
Mass unemployment, greater inequalities, even social unrest.
Regardless of whether to be afraid or not afraid, the change is coming and nobody can stop it.
With each search, we train it to be better. Sometimes we type in the search and it tells us the answer before you have finished asking the question. You know, who is the president of Kazakhstan? And it'll just tell you. You don't have to go to the Kazakhstan national website to find out. Didn't used to be able to do that.
That is artificial intelligence. Years from now, when we try to understand, we will say, well, how do we miss it?
It's one of these striking contradictions that we're facing. Google and Facebook et al. Have built businesses on giving us as a society free stuff, but it's a Faustian bargain. They're extracting something from us in exchange, but we don't know what code is running on the other side and why. We have no idea. It does strike right at the issue of how much we should trust these machines.
I use computers literally for everything.
There's so many computer advancements now, and it's become such a big part of our lives.
It's just incredible what a computer can do. You can actually carry a computer in your purse. I mean, how awesome is that?
I think most technology is meant to make things easier and simpler for all of us. So hopefully that just remains the focus.
People don't realize they are constantly being negotiated with by machines. Whether that's the price of products in your Amazon cart, whether you can get on a particular flight, whether you can reserve a room at a particular hotel. What you're experiencing are machine learning algorithms that have determined that a person like you is willing to pay 2 cents more and is changing the price.
Now, a computer looks at millions of people simultaneously for very subtle patterns. You can take seemingly innocent digital footprints, such as someone's playlist on Spotify or stuff that they bought on Amazon, and then use algorithms to translate this into a very detailed and very accurate, intimate profile.
There is a dossier on each of us that is so extensive, it would be possibly accurate to say that they know more about you than your mother does. The data itself is not good or evil, it's how it's used. We're relying really on the goodwill of these people and on the policies of these companies. There is no legal requirement for how they can and should use that kind of data.
That, to me, is at the heart of the trust issue.
Right now, there's a giant race for creating machines that are as smart as humans. Google, They're working on what's really the kind of Manhattan Project of artificial intelligence. They've got the most money, they've got the most talent. They're buying up AI companies and robotics companies.
People still think of Google as a search engine and their email provider and a lot of other things that we use on a daily basis. But behind that search box are 10 million servers. That makes Google the most powerful computing platform in the world. Google is now working on an AI computing platform that will have 100 million servers. So when you're interacting with Google, we're just seeing the toenail of something that is a giant beast in the making. And the truth is, I'm not even sure that Google knows what it's becoming.
Baxter is a really good example of the kind of competition we face from machines. Baxter can do almost anything we can do with our hands. Baxter costs about what a minimum wage worker makes in a year. But Baxter won't be taking the place of one minimum wage worker. He'll be taking the place of 3 because they never get tired. They never take breaks.
That's probably the first thing we're going to see, displacement of jobs. They're going to be done quicker, faster, cheaper by machines.
Our ability to even stay current is so insanely limited compared to the machines we built. For example, now we have this great movement of Uber and Lyft, kind of making transportation cheaper and democratizing transportation, which is great. The next step is going to be that they're all going to be replaced by driverless cars. And then all the Uber and Lyft drivers had to find something new to do.
There are 4 million professional drivers in the United States. They're unemployed soon. 7 million people that do data entry. Those people are going to be jobless.
A job isn't just about money, right? On a biological level, it serves a purpose. It becomes a defining thing. When the jobs went away in any given civilization, it doesn't take long until that turns into violence.
We face a giant divide between rich and poor because that's what automation and AI will provoke, a greater divide between the haves and the have-nots.
We're worried about superintelligent AI, the master chess player that will outmaneuver us. But AI won't have to actually be that smart to have massively disruptive effects on human civilization. We've seen over the last century, it doesn't necessarily take a genius to knock history off in a particular direction. And it won't take a genius AI to do the same thing.
Bogus election news stories generated more engagement on Facebook than top real stories.
Facebook really is the elephant in the room.
AI running Facebook newsfeed, the task for AI is keeping users engaged. But no one really understands exactly how this AI is achieving this goal.
Facebook is building an elegant mirrored wall around us. A mirror that we can ask, who's the fairest of them all? And it will answer you, time and again. To slowly begin to warp our sense of reality, warp our sense of politics, history, global events, until determining what's true and what's not true is virtually impossible.
Now we've come to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more thought-provoking content. Remember, in the shadows of artificial intelligence lies the darkness that demands our attention.